So good afternoon, dear Ambassador. So we are about to start in a matter of most likely we will start now. We are just waiting for others to join, especially in the Philippines. So uh, we have here right now is my team from the Philippines. We have Attorney Paul Chavez. We have Ambassador Ana Marie Castañeda, and I think we have joined from other countries from representing every nation. So we are just waiting for them, especially for President Rana to join to the said Google Meet invitation. Good afternoon, Ambassador Al. So good afternoon, guys. So we are just waiting for others to join. So especially, I think President Rana will be joining the said meeting for today. So in the Philippines, it's already 4 o'clock p.m. So almost my team is already complete. So we're just waiting for other ambassadors. So we have right now from the Philippines, we are joined by the chairman of the IHRM Philippines, Ambassador Alain Algalyar. We have our legal advisor, Attorney Paul Chavez, also from the Philippines, and joined by the Senior Vice President, Ambassador Ana Marie Castañeda, and our Youth Ambassador, joined by Ambassador Kenneth Angelo, which is my son also. So we are just waiting for others to join. Then we will be having collaborative discussions for today because we might be able to share other things or that can also help the group, and we can also be getting other informations from the other group right now. Good afternoon. Am I audible? Am I audible? Hello.
Yes, yep, Raylan.
Okay. So we are already joined by President Rana. So I think first thing that we can do, I think Ambassador Alinwe can give the minutes of the meeting for today's agenda, or the agenda will be discussed by uh, Ambassador Alain with regards to our projects and programs for IHRM Philippines, and then later we will be having a discussions on the government registration. I think I can hand it over to you, Brother Al. So, so good afternoon, President Rana. Uh, so we are almost complete from the
Hello,
Philippines. Good afternoon, sir. So from the Philippines,
good
we're almost,
afternoon, good morning.
yes, sir. So the meeting
First
is
of
very,
all,
yes,
I
sir.
just want to request to the Shiraz Amjad if you
Yes, sir.
can sit down or you can switch off your camera because it's not nice. You are sitting on your bed and having a conference with us.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Okay.
So if you are in sitting position, you can all switch on your cameras. But if you are in your bed, do not switch on your camera, please.
Okay. So once again, so good afternoon. So the progress of the IHRM Philippines right now is what we have done so far is the group already registered in the Securities Exchange Commission, which was been submitted last March 10 of 2021, and we have received the registration that was last April 30, 2021. It was registered under the name IHRM-Pills Incorporated, which is a non-stock and non-profit organization. So, which means that we can work now legally in terms of the legal documents. And then, but previously we have already started with some activities pertaining to, which is aligned to the goals of the IHRM main. And then we just have collaborated with other NGOs here in the Philippines. But now we can stand. We are with our organization. So last Saturday, we have a meeting with Attorney Paul and other members like Anna Marie. So we already discussed about the upcoming proposed activities. So what we are planning to do for our first uh, lesson programs for, since we this group is already legally registered, starting May 24, I think if I'm not mistaken, Ma'am Anne will be conducting series of webinars, right, ma'am? And then part of the webinars, it will align to the goals of the IHRM, and the speakers most likely will be coming from the group. So it will be represented by Attorney Paul Chavez and also by Ambassador Dr. Anna Marie and other members of the group, especially by Ambassador Dr. Alain Algallar. So those are only few projects and plans that we are planning to do. But part of that, what we have discussed previously, with due respect, President Ranes, the group is planning to expand our membership since we already registered the group in the Security Exchange Commission. So we are planning to do uh, create a group in the Philippines. So what we are planning to do is we will be having membership in other regions, in provinces in the Philippines. And then from there, what we have discussed with the group is we will be having a membership fee, which is around, I think it's around 500 in pesos, but that is a minimal for the costing of, like, let's say, like IDs and other needed processing in terms of their membership to the IHRM. And then part of that is that since we are going to expand the membership for the IHRM Philippines, we would like to ask Dr. Rana, in terms of the release of the certificate, uh, would it be possible if the certificate will be coming from us or it will be coming from the IHRM main, Dr. Rana?
First of all, thank you to
Yes, sir.
inviting me the wonderful session. I think before we start anything else, we need I need introduction with only member of Philippine. So at least I can understand my team member. And second, I want to congratulate you and your team to become a official register in Philippines, and that's something very nice. And secondly, I'm very happy that on opening of your official IHRM office in Philippines. So that is incredible and amazing. And others know you have a great responsibility on your shoulder as being a IHRM officials in a Philippines. As you all know, the IHRM is goal to raise do awareness about injustice around the world, regardless the color, class, or country or religion. We just work for humanity around the world, whatever is the issue. So therefore, this is the responsibility on your shoulder that you can raise the voice around you and in your country and in your area for any national to international issue, regardless your personal grudges or personal interest or personal relationship. You need to be a stand very clear and honest for the international issue to discuss and bring them on an international platform. In this journey, when you stand, you have to understand you will get more than 20,000 members around the world behind your back. These 20,000 members are the legally registered to IHRM around the world. Plus, we are working in 57 countries with the thousands of volunteers. They all are amazing person. You can see the Sarfraz Khan Abdullah and many other peoples from the all kind of area. So this is you have to understand when you stand for anything, you have a team behind you who will be doing everything and anything and anywhere, regardless where they're from. In our capacity, we will deliver whatever the maximum we can do. As far as IHRM Philippine, as you already know how to run the organization, you need to make first central board where you need a minimum 20 people, the Central Executive Committee for Philippines. After that, you can appoint, you already, if not done or is already done, you need to appoint the ambassador of the country, chairman of the country, president of the country, secretary general of the country, along with the senior vice chairman and vice chairman, vice president and general secretary, and all these positions. You need to bring the best team on the floor. Af- After when you complete that team, you need to send to the central committee in IHRM. That committee will issue all the notification, and they will also share the original notification with yourself so you can start sharing your own notification from your end. We have a one standard template for the notification for every individual, so it will be show unity rather than making your own poster or own leaflet. And then our media team will put you on our website for a further communication. And then the last step will be issuing the official ID card with the IHRN authorizing committee. So you, whenever you present or you go or you work for anywhere, so you can present that in to the public with your position. So this is a structural stuff. And then you need to create the only group for IHRM executive member in your country, whoever are position holder. You need to create that WhatsApp group and introduce them with their little bio. So we share that bio on our official website. So that will be the organization structure. And also, uh, you have to engage yourself with the Philippine government, approach your government structure, your prime minister, president, and Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Ministry of Inter. So this is your responsibility. And same time, you need to forward two or three names with the great commitment of work for humanity. So we will, on your recommendation, we will adjust them in our central committee and executive board. So these three name, any of these three names will be come from you on your recommendation, so they can work on internationally and they will be a coordinator and communicator between Philippine and international committee. And again, I'm very happy, and you are the eighth country where we landed with the official registration, apart from 57 countries where we are working. And thank you. And if there is any question or there is any answer you want to ask, I'm available. And I, on this occasion, I want to take the privilege to announce our newly elected Secretary General Mariam Khan. She just joined, I can see her. So she is a Central Secretary General for organization. In the future, you will having a communication with her. She's a wonderful lady with very great knowledge of humanity and official uh, and technical uh, stuff. She will be very helpful. And I think, no, I love to listen all of you. And as you can understand, there is not only Philippine people, there is also the IHRM cabinet member, because this link was shared with all our cabinet member as well. So if any of the cabinet member want to say anything, they have to raise the hand, but let the speak Philippine core committee first. We can listen them what they have to say, then we can ask any question or share our personal knowledge. Thank you to giving this opportunity. Hope together we will work for humanity around the world, regardless color, class, or religion. Thank you.
Thank you also, sir, for giving us opportunity to work with you. And I think, uh, do you want to say something, Dr. Brother Al? Brother Al? Or Ma'am Anna Marie? Do you want to say something, Ma'am Anna Marie, Dr. Anna Marie? So, uh, I think the per your recommendations, sir, with the group, I think we have just followed the structure of the IHRM, but those three new positions that you have mentioned a while ago, I think we need to fill in those three positions that you have mentioned. Then we will just be submitting another recommendation in time once we have started with the group for the Philippines. So uh, so other members of the group want to say something special from outside the Philippines, you want to help us, I think you can help us, sir, because the group is still starting right now. In terms of activities, we have a line of activities before. We have conducted several activities which is aligned to the core functions of the IHRM main. But we, just like what I mentioned previously, we just collaborated with other agencies so that we will not be able to get questions with the other government agencies. So that was started last February, and then followed by March, and then for May we are planning to do uh, the series of
Do
programs in our own initiative. So which means that it will stand alone as an IHRM uh, group. So I think, attorney, you want to say something, attorney Paul?
Uh,
Yes,
yes,
attorney.
on our point, we are, as we planned, we would be conducting a series of webinars, focused particularly on human rights issues, which are very timely in these troubling pandemic times. Ayan.
And I think, attorney, that webinar will start by May 24. So we will already have a schedule on
Yes,
that.
yes,
So and attorney Paul is one of our speakers since he is also a humanitarian lawyer here in the Philippines. So we will be, maybe we'll be able to send our activities soon. We will be able to share that to also to the IHRM main, so that we will be able to see our progress. So that is our official standalone activities that will be conducted starting this May. And then a series of activities will be conducted soon. And then as long as it is aligned according to our uh, just like what President Rana mentioned in terms of humanity. So we're really doing that right now. And I think there's some concerns, just like what Ma'am Anna Marie mentioned a while ago. I think, Ma'am Anna Marie, you want to say something because Dr. Anna Marie mentioned something about the situation before in the school. So we might be able to do those things to solve that, and other programs will be conducted soon. So, and then what we are doing in our team, we are having a meeting every month, so twice in a month, first week of the month and then last week of the month, so that from time to time we will be able to have an updates on what is going on, because our team members are coming from other regions. So we have uh, from in our place here from Zambales and Olongapo, we have four members, and then other areas is based in Manila, which is Attorney Paul, the person of Attorney Paul, and Dr. Wilmer, and then from Pampanga, we have Dr. Anna Marie and Dr. Al, and then from Bataan area, we have uh, Dr. Saldi. So those people that I invited to join the IHRM are also a human rights advocate. So they're already aware of what is all about in terms of human rights. So we just reviewed all the objectives and aims of the group. And then if these programs that we have initiated will fit, so definitely we will not be having any problem. So I think that's from the part of the Philippines. So if the other members from this meeting would like to share, it's open now to share something, so that we can be able to also to get some ideas coming from other nations. So you can also share if you want to share, sir.
Blessed afternoon, everyone. Dr. Rana, Ambassador Dr. Rana, and all my colleagues po in the IHRM. So I was appointed as the Senior Vice President in the IHRM Philippines. So just like what Dr. Mobo have said a while ago, we are actually aiming for various types of activities for us to promote the organization per se. So we are actually honored for the opportunity. So we are, no, I together with my colleagues in the organizations are actually dedicating ourselves to protecting the human rights of people around the world and promoting the culture of peace among the nations. That's why, in line to that, we are planning to hold different webinars in the Philippines regarding education, and most of us actually are educators. That's why we are aiming to conduct webinars regarding education and health. Very timely because we are actually experiencing this pandemic. So we'd like to share our insights regarding those topics as educators, and empowered our co-educators too by means of the insights that we could share during that webinars. So we are actually looking forward to conducting those webinars we are planning, and wishing, praying for your support, especially Dr. Rana as our head po in the IHRM in general. So we are actually thankful now that you attended and you joined our meeting. No, we actually felt your support. So thank you so much.
We are so happy that what just like I mentioned to my group yesterday, that we are so happy that we are joined by the members of the IHRM coming from the international group, and then also by by our president, Dr. Rana. So we are so happy to meet you guys. So if there are any uh, what you call this, you want to share from the group that can help facilitate our organization, we can work hand in hand to achieve the peace and humanity in aligning the goals and principle of the IHRM main. So those are the programs that we are doing right now. And then uh, uh, part of that, we are now on the process of discussing to, right, Ma'am Ana Marino, that we are on the process of branching out all over the nation, here, all over the country. So maybe part of that is we have to get a representative from the Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao, so that we can have a persons to oversee those areas, since uh, those places are really far from our place right now, which is most of us, the members of the IHRM are based from the Luzon Island. So we need to get a representative from the island of Visayas and Mindanao. I think we can do that, Ma'am Anna Marie, soon as we go along on the process and doing that, so that we can uh, expand and promote the advocacy towards humanity in peace. So that's what we are planning to do soon. So we are so also so lucky that we already have registered the group, and then attorney, is there any accreditation that we need to do more, or I think we already done with the SEC, right? I think we have already
Yeah,
completed.
substantially we're done.
Yes,
We're
so
done.
that is a good sign, Dr. Rana.
Okay, I want to mention one thing because now we are officially registered in a Philippine. So I will ask the Secretary General Mariam Khan if she communicate with you and if she you and Mr. Ati Hole, if the send the letter to your Prime Minister and the President and your Interior Ministry, so we can engage you with your government and your official uh, I human rights ministry in your country, so at least they will aware that you are legally working in a Philippine. So I think Mariam will take the note, and I will share the Mariam telephone number with you, the Secretary General of International Human Rights Movement, so that something we will handle. And the second, whoever you want to give a notification, ask them before you issue the notification to complete our online application form, which is available on our website. I will share the link in a chat. So before you issue any notification to anyone, ask them to complete that online form. And secondly, do not issue any notification or any letter on any other paper. We have a set template, as you know, and I think all of you know. So we will share that with you, so you can uh, ask. We will share the original PDF file, and if you want, the central committee will issue all these notification for yourself. I just share the link in a chat. Whoever you want to be a point or join the membership, they can join that website website link. I can see if I can. I don't know how to share, but if Mariam can show and share this link, or anyone can share this link on a group, so that will be something helpful. And that's it. As I already mentioned in the beginning, we have some executive member around the world. I can say Mr. Dr. M. Dixie and other people from other part of the world, Sarfraz Khan, and people from Africa. I can see the William. He raised his hand. So this is not only IHM Philippine Zoom we are having right now. We have some other member from the other part of world. So their guidance and their experience can also give us the great push to understand and bring our organization on a better position in the Philippines. As a That's it.
So thank you for sharing that to us, sir. So we are so glad that you have already helped us, and then part of that is we will be working together hand in hand in achieving the advocacy of the IHRM, and then we will be able to share that with our colleagues here in the Philippines, especially that we have already know our members. And so, sir, for clarification, since we will be inviting members from the Philippines, so which means that the link that you have sent to us, that will be the official link that we will be sharing to the prospective members that we will be inviting soon, sir. Am I right? That's the process that will be, or we can also issue them in our own level. Do we they do they need to sign up to the main website, or we can produce on our level, sir?
No, they need to complete our central registration application form. So therefore, we will get their detail in a central head office,
Okay, sir.
and then we will share the notification PDF with yourself, or if you have someone who will manage to do these notification, that you can do surely by yourself. Otherwise, the central committee, the Asma Abbas, she will issue all the notification, because when we issue the notification, we create the unique reference number for every individual for lifetime. That same unique number will be print on a letterhead, notification, and the visiting card. And secondly, not visiting card, the ID card. Plus, the visiting card and letterhead will be also designed from the central committee. Or if you want, we will share the central design with the you, so you can have your local graphic designer in a Philippine. This is this is a both option is available, but whoever will be designing or giving these kind of stuff, they will only be issuing any notification or any card after they complete the central website.
Okay. So I think those are clear on our side right now, and then we can relate that once we have recruit all the new members, and then we will advise them to do the process that just like what we have done during our uh, registration before. So that's the thank you for that, sir. Thank you for that information. So and we are so glad to work with you, sir, to have this kind of group that really pertains to what is really going on about the humanitarian activities, especially here in the Philippines. It is really needed in terms of human rights. So, uh, any members from the Philippine teams want to say something, especially Brother Al? They want to say something, Brother Al? Ma'am Anna Marie, do you want to add more?
Actually, Doc Malvo, I'm very satisfied. I'd just like to thank President Rana for his support, for assisting us, to pursue our objectives, the vision and mission of the IHRM in the Philippines. Thank you so much, President Rana. And of course, all our colleagues in the international human rights organizations, thank you so much for your time and support for us here in the Philippines.
How about for Attorney Paul? You want to add more, Attorney?
No, everything's okay. Everything's clear. So yeah, good luck to all of us.
Okay. I think someone from the international group raised a hand. Yes, Doctor. Let's start with Doctor Dixit. Yes, Doctor Dixit. Yes, Yes.
Okay.
Hello, sir.
What is it going
Hello.
to
Hello. Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir, for all of you. So, in the present situation in India, in a suffering and moving in corona, lot of pain for all Indians. So, in a whole country in lockdown, in every day, in thousand and lakhs people in dying in own city. So, please help us, sir, Rana, sir. Please help.
Uh, Thank you, Dr. As we was already chatting on this subject with you this morning, let me give you update. This is not a right platform, but let me give you update with
Okay, sir.
permission of
Okay.
Philippine team what we done so far in India in this situation. First of all, we
Okay.
offer our
Okay.
help and our services to the
Okay.
Indian Prime Minister. Can you mute yourself at least? Uh, I can speak, so you can reply. And all the people, if you can mute yourself, so that will be much helpful to speaking easily. Let me update you myself what we done so far in condition for Philippines in India. First of all, as a human rights worker, we offer Indian Prime Minister our full support in terms of services. in area of doctors, nurse, and for ambulances and for a medical relief. We did not get any official answer so far yet. Even I spoken with your foreign minister day before yesterday about the situation, and they said they were considering. As you understand, when we are a NGO, there are so many barriers to get permission work in a country where, especially your origin country and the country are do not have a very good relationship in terms of a neighborhood. It is long history what's happening in a both side of border, but we do not want to go in this subject. Other than that, we already working with the WHO. I am a member of the WHO, which is called of World Health Organization. In that platform, I raised this issue and I request my core committee, my board members, to go above the all other subject or issues to bring Indian subject on an international platform, the current situation. And that's why the WHO issued 2 million vaccine, extra vaccine to the Indian government, which is already been approved, and I think it was reached last, I think Thursday. Yeah, this Thursday, which is just went gone 3 days ago. So that is our contribute as an international organization. So next 2 weeks you will get 2 million extra vaccine. So that is credit somehow we put our part as well. And other than that, as I am also member of International Human Rights Council, where we request the council to use their links and use their position to ask the organization like Bill Gates and Jack Frost and all these organizations, big donors, to donate Indian government in terms of any kind of relief. When we get our permission to land in India as organization, as you know that what happened in the past, our few workers and few position holder left the organization due to the government pressure, and we do not get a legal permission to register in India. So we have a limited resource to work on. But all our individuals in Indian IHRM member, they are doing fantastic job. Mr. Dr. Aditya, Mr. Dr. Surya Varsh, and Professor uh, Mangat Mangat Shah from Delhi. They launched the campaign about 3 weeks back under the platform of IHRM, but not as organization, but under the platform of IHRM. They bring about 50 doctors and 200 nurses with the 3 million Indian rupees from self-funding. So they are start helping on a grassroots route. So that information is also available on our website, but we will soon share due to the security risk and due to some legal boundaries. We are not claiming them as a IHRM team, but they are working under the shadow of IHRM. We are doing whatever we can do as a organization. But if we get permission, or if I get the visa to India visit, I will love to work with you, as you are a fantastic ambassador in India and you have a huge team. Gul Hassan, can you switch off your mic, please? Can you switch off the Gul Hassan or can you remove him, please? Because I don't think so. We know that he is in a conference. Okay, thank you. So this is the situation in India, but as I organization, there is not much we can do uh, in India till we do not get the permission to work legally, because I do not want to put any of my worker, ambassador, or executive member or their family in a difficult situation. Hopefully, we will get good response from Prime Minister of Narendra Modi. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Uh, how about Dr. Khan? Do you want to say something, Dr. Khan? You're raising your hand, Dr. Dr. Khan, Dr. Marian Khan. Do you want to say something? How about the account of Back Mirror? Do you want to say something? How about Dr. Baluk? Do you want to say something? Sure. Yes, sir. Yes. The account with Back Mirror. You want to say something, sir?
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, sir.
Hello,
Yes, sir.
can, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you, sir.
Okay, yes, I'm Timbari Dabe, a member of the IHRM Nigeria. Hello, can I move on?
Yes, sir. You can move on, sir. Go ahead.
Yes,
Yes, go
I
ahead,
want.
please.
Okay, I wanted to ask about the registration of the organization in Nigeria because I the last time I joined the meeting on Zoom was about 2 months ago, and I haven't been active. So I want to know about the registration. How far have we gone for a membership, like having a legal, you know, registration here in Nigeria, so we can operate freely as an ambassador of the IHRM, and also our legal credentials like our ID cards and other credentials that actually make us a full member and recognized international human rights. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. As you all know, this is about Philippine meeting, but let me answer this. Yes, after the last Zoom meeting, our team member, they get our registration number. It is in a procedure. Let me read the last text. Okay, the registration was complete. They are just checking our board member, and hopefully in the next 2 weeks. Okay, what happening? They register our organization, and they are checking the board member background. So hopefully, will next 2 or 3 days, or I don't know how long the procedure will take. As you know that our barrister, she is doing her best. I am just trying to call her right now if I can get through her in a conference, so she will present the best background. So, but what is the time in Nigeria right now if you are in Nigeria?
This morning.
But in next within a week we will get registration in Nigeria. So don't worry. I'm calling her. If I get answer, I will tell you right
I think,
now.
okay. I think she might be busy because today is worship day, and she must have gone to church for worship.
Communicate with her and update me as well. This is your responsibility to update me rather than answer questioning me. But I have communicate with her yesterday. Her phone is switched off, So thank you.
Okay, okay. Can I have details so I can get to her immediately?
Hello, so anybody from the group? How about Dr. Marian Khan? You want to say something, ma'am? Hello. How about Ambassador Ismail? You want to say something? Yes, Ambassador Ismail. You want to say something, Ambassador Ismail?
Okay, I want to invite Mariam Khan, our newly elected Secretary General
Yes.
from
Yes, ma'am.
Pakistan. She's a fantastic lady with a great knowledge of humanity and a long history working in different organizations. I think you have to unmute her because she cannot unmute herself. So if you unmute her, she will come as she just texts me.
Okay, sir. Yes, just unmute.
Mariam, I think you need to unmute yourself from your computer. If you're on a computer, on your screen on the left hand side, there is a little mic logo. So you have click that so you can speak. I don't think so. You are mute from the host, or you can call me on a WhatsApp. Can host unmute the Mariam Khan because she said she cannot unmute herself. It is mute by the host. Can you unmute the Mariam Khan, please?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll just unmute her. I think I cannot unmute her, but she can unmute in her own self, sir. I think ma'am can unmute herself. She can only do that, sir. On my part, I cannot really unmute her. I have checked on that settings. Hi, Ambassador Mariam. Can you unmute yourself so that uh, we can hear you now? So I cannot unmute Ma'am Marian Kang. Uh, what she can this she has to unmute herself right now so that we will be able to use the audio part. So any more from the team? Yes, yes, Sir Anna.
I think she has some technical problem. So
Yes,
if there
sir.
is anyone else want to speak, please speak. Mariam Khan left. I think she will rejoining. And if there is any question or there is any concern or there is anything you want to, hello.
Yes, sir. On the account of McNeary, can you want to say something? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The account of back mirror. Do you want to say something?
Hello,
Yes, sir. We hear you,
sir.
sir.
Sir, it's me. I'm from Pakistan. My name is Dr. Fazul Ustan Gudara, and I'm the volunteer of IHRM uh, to UNO Pakistan. One of the our guest is saying us about the registration, but I believe the registration is a compulsory, but it's not a compulsory because IHRM over there in Pakistan and all over the world, I believe that we are going to do our work on the ground. Basically, it's my opinion or my elder brother, my sir, Rana Bisharat Ali Khan, teach us and is motivate us about that. We should have to do our work as a volunteers and by the sake of God, on the happiness of God. So registration is a process that's very good when someone somewhere in the world when we are going to do some any mega projects and last when Rana Sahib is going to say us in India we have faced a lot of problems about the visa issue and the others critical issues. Everyone I mean going to face them, but we people, I myself am a representative of IHRM over there in Pakistan. I say we should have to do our work on the ground. And I don't believe it that if we have only words that we should have to do that, we should have to do that. But I say the most compulsory thing is not a registration. Most compulsory thing is a work, work. And on the basis of humanitarian base, whatever all over the world, in Philippines, in India, in Israel, last night, everyone know I'm going to condemn the Israelis attitude about the harmless people of the Gaza and Palestine over there in mosque. They are going to bombardment over there. We, on the platform of IHRM to UNO, going to condemn that. And all over the world, where the people who is going to victimize about human rights victimization, and we are going to say all over the voice of that people. So it's my little opinion, and that friend he is going to suggest about registration. Yeah, registration is good. It's a legal process over there in Pakistan or in the world. But the most important thing is all the people should have to do on ground. You should have to put on ground what you can say, what you can do, what you can do. It's not a compulsory that you have a mega project. It's not a compulsory if you want to help out the people, a lot of people. If you want to help out a one, you should have to do anything. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you so much. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yes.
Uh, okay, thank you so much. This is Mariam Khan. I'm Executive Director, Community Development Foundation, and President and founder of Global Women's Development Network. Um, I'm very much happy to speak on this platform today on behalf of International Human Rights Movement as a Secretary General of the organization. And I'm really very happy that we are already in contact with Philippines, and we have a partnership with very very good organizations here, and working with you people is also, I think so, it can be a very fruitful experience for IRHM and also for overall humanity as well. As Dr. Rana shared with you, that I'm always available for the support, for technical discussions, suggestions, feedbacks, everything. So I'm available. You can, you have my number, or I can share in the chat as well. So I'm also in a learning process. I'm learning from IRT. I'm learning how to deal with the crisis of humanity, how to deal with the people which are in crisis and which need support on this planet. So I'm also in a learning process, and you people are entered in this era as by the registrations, and I think so we can learn a lot, not only for IRHM, or even we can learn a lot from each other to serve to the humanity. So I'm from Pakistan. I'm very much happy to be in contact with you. We are already working in with the women leadership in more than 27 countries, and Philippines is one of the country in our networking and partnership. And I'm very happy that I'm going to connect with another team also, which is serving for the same cause. Thank you so much. And if you have any question from my side, I'm available.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for that wonderful answers. So,
Thank
do
you.
you do you have any more questions uh, from the Philippine team? Brother Al, do you want to say something, Brother Al?
Sorry, you are asking something from me?
No, ma'am. Yeah, it's from the Philippine team.
Okay.
So, any more concern from outside the Philippine team? If you want to share inputs for our team, it's a good part that you can help us. Yeah, imparting those things, especially that we will be having series of activities this starting May 24 onwards, uh, pertaining to that.
Uh, can you allow me? Can I ask one question, especially
Yes, ma'am.
from the host and head of this initiative? So, I would love to see the documentation, especially because we are also in process of registration here in Pakistan. We are trying to get a
Register.
uh, like registration here. We are going to start the process. So I would love to see the documentation, which sort of documentation you shared with your government for the
My big guy.
registration process. Okay, so one question. And second, I also want to see the content. Can you hear me, please?
Yes, ma'am. I can hear you, ma'am.
Okay,
Uh,
so I also want to see the content, on which content that you have registered your organization. Either it's registered only on IRHM agenda, or either you are going to cater some other content also, which is going to serve to the humanity. So I need to see two things from your side, as because I already shared that I'm also learning learner, and I'm in a learning process. So I want to see the documentation procedure, which you get your registration first of all, and second, I want to see the content which you provide to the at the time of registration, that you are going to work on this and this agenda under this registration. So this can help us to serve on collaborative way, and also this can support us here for the registration process. So I
Yeah.
can share my email with you. You can share
Yes,
with
ma'am.
me, and even you can CC to Rana
Yes,
Sab
ma'am.
also.
Yes, ma'am. I can share it to you, ma'am. Just send me
Thank
your
you.
email address, ma'am. Just type my
Okay.
email address on the chat box so that you will be
Okay.
able to, to see, get my email
Sure.
address, ma'am. But I think just like to, I just want to share something about the registration. In the Philippines, there are two things that we need to process: the bylaws and then the articles of incorporation to register that as a non-profit and uh, as a non-profit corporation. So maybe later I'll send it to you, ma'am. The government papers that we have processed.
Sure. Thank you so much.
So
I
any
have
more from
also put
yes, ma'am.
my email and number in the chat box.
Yes, ma'am. Sure. So that we can collaborate hand in hand ma'am, from time to time since we will be branching out soon because we are on the webinar. Uh, that's the only way that we can market and disseminate what is all about the IHRM for the Philippines since it's already been registered, and then we can say something. And thank you for all the information that you have told us a while ago, coming from Dr. Rana, coming from you, ma'am. So it's a wonderful knowledge that you have shared to us. And then soon, maybe during the webinar, there is this part of the webinar that uh, we have to discuss about the background or about the rationale of what is ISRM all about. I think we need to do that so that they will be having some information. And then in terms of the legal documents that we have processed, I think we need to share it to the
Yes. I
prospective
think so.
members.
Yes, perfectly fine. And I have also one suggestion for your next meetup, for the
Yes,
next
ma'am.
meeting. We not only share and explore only that what is IRHM. Yes, this is very compulsory to share the information about IRHM. The people must know each and everything deeply about the IRHM. But parallel, we also discuss in the next meetup that what is our line of action for Philippines, and not only for the Philippines, and then how Philippines can contribute for the other countries as well. So this can be also one of the agenda point in the next meetup. So we have two major agenda points for the next meetup. One, exploring IRHM, okay, and the second, what IRHM going to cater in Philippines, and Philippines team having the next agenda point.
Yes. So I have already got all this information that we need. So
Yes.
for my co-members for the Philippine team, do you want to say something or ask something from members of the IHRM main? Do you want us to ask something, guys? Brother Al, Ma'am Anna, you want to ask something more? So I think we are already cleared about what is the objectives and goal of the IHRM. So thank you. Yes, the account for BIMS network. You want to say something or do you want to share something? Yes, the account for you're raising
Good,
your hand.
yes, good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. You're audible, sir. We can hear you.
Look, my name is Dr. Pastra Arinze Etie. I am the Group Managing Director, the BEMS Group, and the founder of the Baby Angels Foundation. I am from Nigeria. Right now I'm in Nigeria. I first of all want to say a very big thank you to all of you for the wonderful work you are doing in today's world. As you well know, the battles that we are having in today's world are such that we need pragmatic and proactive people like yourselves to begin to make meaning of some of the things that is happening around us. The human abuses, the wickednesses of men, even the things that we cannot fathom that raises us up. The COVID-19 that is ravaging India and the rest of the world. So at this junction, I will say to India that our thoughts and prayers are with you at this moment. We pray that sooner than later, help will be around you. I joined this meeting a little late. Dr. Kevin Morgan from Ghana asked that I join, and so most of the discussions I missed it, but I was able to understand from Marian Khan, who introduced herself as the Secretary General for the International Human Rights, the extent and the contents of what has been, or the import of what has been discussed. So I understand that this meeting is especially for the good people of Philippines.
So thank you, sir, for that. For that. Do you hear me, sir?
Sorry, I can't.
Plants.
I can't hear.
Are the things in Nigeria already put in place? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you, sir. I think,
Hello, can you
sir.
hear me?
Yes, sir. We can
Hello?
hear you now, sir. Hello, sir. We can hear you
Hello?
now. Yes, sir. We can
Sorry
hear you
about
now,
that.
sir. Yes,
I
sir.
had a call coming. Sorry about that. So my questions will be, what are the plans for the continent of Africa? Are the registrations being done at the international level? Would that suffice for the the African countries? Or are there individuals that has been so charged to ensure that the HRM passes all government regulations and is recognized by the governments of Africa, especially one in Nigeria? Are there individuals handling this? What is the progress so far? Are they having any issues that some of us that has government connections and in government can help with? This is and then once that is done, do we have a composition? Are there team? Is the team up and running? Are the members of this organization already meeting and having discussions in line with the objectives and missions of this organization? And then when the registration is done and concluded, what are the work plan moving forward? How do we intend to hit the ground running and generate the necessary traction that would put IHRM on the list of organizations that are truly working for mankind? Thank you all again for this opportunity. And then lastly, when will we have the meeting for Africa, just like we're having for Philippines? Thank you all.
Thank you to asking this question. I can see our Vice Chairman Ekoji is also joining this conference. Welcome, Mr. Ekoji.
Thank you very much.
You welcome. I already
Ekoji, welcome.
reply.
Hi, Americam. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you? Welcome.
Not about welcome. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
Mr. Beams, if I'm pronouncing right, because I can only see Beams Network Limited.
Just call me Dr. Pastra. That's fine.
Thank you. We are in a procedure of
Pastra.
registration in Nigeria. I think within 2 or 3 days, we will get our organization registered. This is my uh, uh, understanding, but might be it take more time because they are just checking our board member. But I will request Mr. Ikoji, because he's leading the Nigeria as well, to arrange the meetup Zoom conference with the Nigerian team only in next coming days as soon as possible, so we can understand what exactly happening in Nigeria. But so far is the registration procedure was completed and everything is done whatever was required by the Nigerian government. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We'll be ready to have that meeting with you and explore all the possible ways to make this a reality as soon as possible.
Yes, sir. You raised your hand, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for that. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. I was just answering the gentleman who is from. Thank you, Chairman, for that brief speech and communication on behalf of the Nigerian team, and also to answer the question from the gentleman who is from Nigeria. Yes, we are working on the registration of the organization. That's in process already. We have also membership that's also attached to IHRM. So also you've got to be a member. I don't know if you're actually a member or register as a member of the organization. Like the chairman has said to also, we will be organizing a general meetings for all the members and executive of IHRM in Nigeria, so we can give a brief information of the progress report of where we are and how far we've gone. And we understand registrations in Nigeria now are really very tactical. It's not as easy as it used to be before, based on regular change, based on changes, based on the pandemic, based on corruption. And there are a lot of changes. And for the registration to come out, the executive and director has to really go through a rigorous procedures to be actually vetted. So this is not I'm sure you can come to assistance to help one way or the other. But I think in Nigeria presently now, everyone's going through that process, that unique process, that check to get the organization registered. So it's not as easy whereby before you can go through a back door and get the registration done. It's actually going through a due process when it comes to registration. But again, like what the chairman has said, Rana Bashar, we will be organizing another meeting whereby we have the executives and members to come in. So it gives that opportunity for you to ask the direct questions and to the member of the executive, to the legal team who will be answering those questions, giving you the answers to those questions directly. Thank you.
So, thank you, sir, for that wonderful.
Thank you very much for that clear answer. I understand completely what you have explained. The Nigerian situation has become such that things are a little bit slow. So I get all that. I'll be happy to. I am not yet a registered member. I have only been told about this very recently, and from what I have heard so far, I will consider it a privilege to help in any way I can as a member, because my the objectives so far enumerated aligns with my interests in the international stage. So I am ready to work with you and the International Human Rights Mission to bring to fore these objectives and mission. So when I will drop my contacts, I would like to be advised on how to go about the registrations. I would like to be advised on how to help. And then when the meeting comes up, I would like to be in there so we can all put our heads together to better forge ahead, to better find a framework and a timeline that would put us ahead of all the other teams in the world. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Bems. Thank you very much.
Yes, Ma'am Mariam, you want to say something?
Yes, thank you so much. Actually, I want to share that IRHM platform is already existing in South Africa with a very strong women's leadership. So IRHM is already dealing with many big organizations in South Africa. So we have already, grounded over there. So it can be I can't pronounce the exact name of the person which is communicating now, but I'm sharing that IRHM platform, International Education Federation, American International Federation, all these platforms are already, we are in South Africa. We are having a big collaboration with Circle of Global Business Women. And also we are going to in collaboration with the Future Life Foundation. We are with the TRN television network as well. So we have already in South Africa with the very strong networking and working on women's leadership and also for the humanity. So I think so this connection can be useful for you as well to understand IRHM platform and also our other working perspectives for the humanity. So I think so you can check with the groups as well. We can share our information with you that how much and what is the procedure of IRHM to connect with these type of organizations, especially uh, one of the very big, I think so, component of IRHM is a women development as well. So you can check with the South Africa's team as well. So welcome on in our team, and I think so. Your South African team is very much strong with the IRHM already, and we can be more stronger with your presence as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Myron. Thank you very much.
So, any more from the international group? How about for the Team Philippines? You want to say something, guys? Attorney Paul?
Hello?
Yes, yes, sir. We,
Did you say something?
no, sir. I'm just asking my, yeah, I'm just asking my members from the Philippines.
Okay, all right.
So, how about Ma'am Anna? Do you want to ask something? Brother Al? I think we are done with the Philippine teams. How about for the international group? Do you want to say something?
Yeah, greeting respectable leader around the globe. My name is Ambassador Alhaji Sheikh Akabo from the Republic of Sierra Leone. I hope everybody can get me clear. Am I audible to you? My name is Ambassador Alhaji Sheikh Akabo from the Republic of Sierra Leone. I'm very happy and gratitude to be among these great leaders around the globe. With all your narrative and all your idea. In my conclusion, I'm very happy to be around you. As my brother, my brotherhood brother around us from the Republic of Nigeria saying, This is a privilege for me also to showcase my talent in Sierra Leone to say how best we too in Sierra Leone will be able to this and implement the same system in Sierra Leone here. Uh, Really, it is so tedious for us in Sierra Leone and also some of the African country, as one of our bosses has said here. Such an opportunity is a great towards the implementation of Africa. Like we all know, Africa, we are really suffering most of the things that we all discuss there. But having an opportunity to be in this case, I'm kindly asking to all the executive members to say how best they'll be able to establish this organization in part of the African country so that they'll be in the same role model of implementation to say how best we unite Africa and also unite the world as a whole. I'm very happy to be among you, and also I'm kindly ask your indulgence to say how best you'll be able to see my country, which is Sierra Leone, to say how best we'll be able to implement this organization in Sierra Leone. Thank you.
Thank you for that, sir. So, any more concern? I think on my team on the Philippines, they don't have any more questions. I think they're already satisfied with regards to the objectives of the IHRM. So, how about the other members of the international group? Do you want to share something for the group of the Philippines? Because in the next few weeks we will be doing some activities right after our meeting.
I just want to say thank you for organizing the wonderful event. I it is great privilege to learn from your experience. The last question I want to reply from the brother Cyril. We are in period of proceeding the registration in Sierra Leone as well. I will update you, I think, in next week. Let's hope for good if we get permission. So we right now we are in um, process country other than the 8 country we already registered. In some countries, they are very rule for international organizations, special organization like us, who are only working to raise the issue against the injustice. We are not a charity organization. Being a charity organization, you will get very easily registration. But being a organization who raise issue internationally, it is very difficult to get registration. So hopefully we will get in next Zoom meeting. Our vice chairman, Mr. Ekojis, will give the full presentation, the situation of registration, and along with the Mariam Khan. And if there is no any issue, I have to go because we have a meeting for IHRM Bangladesh in exact 10:30. So they are already waiting for me. And thank you. If there is no answer, I'm leaving. There is no question. Thank you and
So thank you, sir. Thank you for that, for sharing your time and moment with the team for the Philippine team. So I think with regards to that, maybe we will be ending our session then. Thank you, guys, for joining to our meeting. So we hope that we can collaborate more with international group. So thank you and stay safe and God bless us all. So we'll just meet. Maybe we'll just be having some meetings in other succeeding days per month. So With that, thank you and good night. So it's already 5:41 here in the Philippines. So thank you.
I shared my number so that you can add me so we can take our conversations from there.